I really hope you guys are not bored sick of finales because today I have yet another one for you. This is my finale for my deck of panning Project Pan. This was created by the wonderful Emily and Max, and normally it revolves around a deck of cards. So it's such a fun project. You randomly select a card from your deck of cards and Emily randomizes the game board every single month, and then that card correlates to a product that you then try and pan. Now, as I said, this is the finale. It ends on December 20th and it starts up again on January 20th, so we do have a month's break. I do have a running joke here on this channel that this project hates me. However, last month for the last update, it did not hate me, and we got some really, really good products, which is just typical because I only had 1 month to play around with them. But I had a really, really good month, and I'm really, really excited to share my progress with you guys. But just before we do jump into the video, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe because it would mean the world to me. I do so many project pans, shop my stashes, and get ready with me's here on this channel. And as always, everything on my face, as well as everything that I talk about in this video, will be linked down below. Sexy pimple patch, unfortunately not included in that. Okay, without further ado, let's jump into it. So I got a few really good fun products last month, like I said, so I'm really, really excited to share my progress with you guys. So the first prompt that we got was the prompt Metallic, and I chose my Pastel Roses shade in Starlight. This is what it looked like last month. You can see it did have a pan on it already, and this is a product that for a long time I've been saying I would like to try and pan completely. But unfortunately, like I said, I only had 1 month to play around with this, so I gave myself a 5-use goal, and this is what it looks like today. Hopefully you can see the pan has expanded a little bit. I've not seen the comparison pictures just yet, so I'm really, really hoping that that is the case. This is what I'm wearing on my lids today. I've gone for a green and pink kind of look. I don't know, does it work? Let me know down in the comments. This is one of my favorite shades ever. The Pastel Roses did actually send me a replacement of this shade, which I'm so happy about because I don't need to tiptoe around this anymore. I know I can use it when and where, and I have a backup ready for me. And that again is a massive reason that I do want to pan it because I don't really want duplicates in my collection. I used this 5 times this month, so I hit my 5-use goal. A lot of these products that I talk about at the start of this video may not have huge goals because I did roll them in last month, and I only had 1 month to work on them, which breaks my heart because they are some of the best products in my collection. Oh well, it is what it is. We did lose a little bit of weight on this. Last month it weighed 2.42 grams, and this month it weighs 2.39 grams, meaning we lost 0.03 grams. I'm happy with that, but definitely expect to see this bad boy in a project in 2024 because this will be finished. And I'm so excited because it's such a beautiful shade. Hopefully you can see on my eyes here, it's like a green, pink, duochromy, glittery goodness shade. It's amazing. Moving on to another glittery, gorgeous, beautiful shade. This was the prompt Matches shirt. And last update I was wearing like quite a silver glittery shirt. So I rolled in Mitchell Drip Drip. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow toppers ever. It's a liquid formula, which I'm not overly keen on normally, but this just has something different about it. You tap it on and it gives just a really beautiful silver wet look on your eye. And I gave myself 10 uses for this month. This is what it looks like now. You probably won't be able to see any difference because it is in a tube, but I thought I'd do, you know, I'd do progress pictures anyway. I have used this 6 times this month, so I haven't hit the 10-use goal, but I've loved it anyway, so I'm pretty happy with that. This, as I said, is so amazing. If you don't have this for the festive period, I would 100% recommend it. Put it on your Christmas list. It is beautiful. I got this for my birthday. I was a late bloomer to this. It is quite an old product in the grand scheme of things, but I'm just so happy that I have it in my collection right now because I love it. It also doubles as like a really nice glitter glue because it does stay a little bit tacky on your eyes. So even if you don't want a pure silver glitter, it just adds, it's like a glittery glitter glue. It just adds an extra layer of glitter and fun, but also you can use it on its own, of course. So we did lose a tiny bit of weight. I only use the tiniest amount of this when I do use it because it is quite easy to go a little bit far with it. It's very easy to overdo it. So last month we weighed 37.35 grams, and this month we weigh 37.34 grams, meaning we lost 0.01 grams. So next I got the prompt, a newest product in your collection, and I decided to roll in my Shall We Deathless Spirit palette, and this is what it looked like last month. You can see it was very, very new in my collection. I had done a review of this palette, so if you were interested, I will link it up in the cards. I think I'd probably done about 2 looks with this before I rolled it into this project, and I put a 5-use goal on this, and this is what it looks like now. Hopefully you can see a few little usage marks, but honestly not much. I've only used this 2 times this month, so a little off my 5-use goal, but I've loved it. I love this first shade, the like blue iridescent-y shade, absolutely insane. This is such a me color story, and I knew as soon as I saw it, I had to buy it, I had to review it. You guys know me. This is like me in a nutshell. I love it. Grungy blues and yellows. Yeah. We've only used it 2 times, like I said, which I am a little bit gutted about, but 5 uses in 1 month, that is with me focusing so hard on my Pan-That palette as well. Like, I knew that was kind of unrealistic, but I just wanted to get some more love on it, to just kind of use it a little bit more because I don't want it to get neglected. As I said, I've only used it a handful of times, so I want it to be used, I want it to be loved. But unfortunately, not quite this month. We did lose the tiniest bit of weight again. Last month we weighed 40.16 grams, and this month we weigh 40.15 grams, meaning we lost 0.01 grams. This is such a cute little palette, and I really, really don't want it to get lost in my massive makeup collection, so bully me to use this. I'm counting on you guys. Okay, and now for the last product that was rolled in last month. We had a massive roll-in session last month. It was kind of crazy, very overwhelming. But this was the prompt, a splurge product, and I chose my ByTerry Hyaluronic Acid Loose Powder. This is a loose powder that hydrates your skin, and it really does feel cooling and like almost wet under your eyes when you do put it on, but obviously it is a powder, so it's definitely not. I have very, very dry skin, so it definitely does help me quite a lot, and I just wanted to get some use out of it. I did put a 30-use goal on this because I knew I would only have it in for 1 month, and this is what it looks like now. I'm really not sure if you're going to be able to see any visual progress, but I have used this 22 times this month, so slightly off my 30-use goal, but I'm still happy with it. I used it every time I did my makeup, and yeah, I've definitely got a new understanding for this. This is such a hit or miss product. It is one of those products that you really have a learning curve with. I used to like pack this on, bake with it, and then I wondered why I looked like Casper the Friendly Ghost. Like I already do. I am so pale and white and pasty, it's ridiculous, but this made me look like an A4 sheet of paper. It kept like a white cast under my eyes. You have to use the tiniest amount of this and then tap off your brush like your life depends on it before you put it on your face. It is such a finicky product, but now that I've worked that out, I'm definitely a lot more confident with this. So I'm happy that I rolled it in this project because I definitely needed that time to get to know it and to just realize what I was doing wrong, because sometimes it is me. I hold my hands up. Sometimes I'm the problem. So we have lost some weight on this. Last month, this weighed 44.62 grams, and this month it weighs 44.59 grams, which means we lost 0.03 grams. I'm happy with that, but I am excited to move on to a new loose powder. So next is something I'm not going to put the progress pictures up because it was actually a declutter. I did do a massive declutter series here on my channel. You guys absolutely loved it, and I'm so happy you did. If you did miss that video, it was a 3-part series. I'll link it up in the cards. But this was for the prompt, a random letter, and I got the letter M, and I rolled in my Collection Matte Primer. As I said, it is decluttered, so I won't show it to you. I have only used this once this month for a total of 11 uses in the project, and my goal was 25 uses. I decluttered it. It was not for me. I have dry skin anyway, so this primer was just like drying on my skin. It did fill in my pores a little bit, but like, I wasn't a fan. I really wasn't a fan, so I just thought, you know what? We're gonna part ways. So I'm just gonna skip right over this. It is the finale after all. I'm not gonna be rolling in anything to replace anything in this project because, as I said, I am taking a month off before this comes back in the new year. So sometimes these things happen. I did like having it in this project because it really did teach me that I don't like this product, and that was what I wanted. That was the reason why it was in this project, and it served that purpose. Next is a product that was really neglected this month, and it's for a reason, I promise, okay? So this was for the prompt a blush, and I was really scared when I got this prompt because I have been working diligently for the past like 6 months on my Pan That Face palette blush, and I've really been wanting to finish that. So trying to take away my attention from that, it was scary, and to be honest, I haven't taken my attention away from that, so this product is really bad usage. So this is a Franken from my Pan That Eyeshadow palette, which is my Modern Renaissance. This is Raw Sienna and Venetian Red Franken together to make a blush, and you're seeing what it looked like last month. Last month we had used it 2 times, and this month this is what it looks like, and we've only used it 1 time this month. I do have a 10 use goal. We're way off, guys. We are way off. I'm just so hyper focused on finishing my Pan That Face palette blush. I really want to finish it. Obviously, it's coming towards the end of the year now. We're pretty much there already. And I just want to get as much progress on that other blush as humanly possible. So this has definitely taken a back seat. I kind of knew it would. When I got the prompt a blush, I was like, this is not gonna be good. But yeah, we move, we live and we learn. Okay, we do. I'm not gonna be focusing on another blush until that Pan That Face palette blush is done. It is so close to being done, guys. You have no idea. I do have an update coming live in a few days, and then I do have my Pan That palette finale right at the end of the year. That will include my Huda Summer Solstice palette and my Modern Renaissance palette. So definitely subscribe. You do not want to miss that. I will be doing full time-lapse videos from throughout the year as well. It's going to be really satisfying, so stick around. Shock horror, we have not lost any weight on this because we have used it a whole 1 time. This still weighs 23.26 grams. Okay, next, we have got a lot of products in this project, and that is because I kept rolling the +1 product prompt. This project just hates me. It really does. Apart from like the last month, it's had a vendetta against me. I'm fully convinced. So we're keeping on, we keep going. So this was for the prompt shocker, a +1, who'd have guessed? And I got the prompt in it for the long haul. So I knew that this project was ending pretty soon. So in it for the long haul was not a good prompt when you have like 2 months of a project left. So I rolled in my Lion King face palette, and this is what it looked like last month. And I put the goal just to generally use it. I didn't want to put a usage goal on there because again, I only had 2 months of this project left. So I wanted to use it. I wanted to get to know it. It was a very new product in my collection. And this is what it looks like today. You can definitely see the shade Marula has been used a lot more than the other shades. I have also been using Dusk as a contour shade every now and then. I don't contour every day, but when I do, this is the shade that I use. So I've used this 7 times this month for a total of 13 uses in the project, and that is over the course of 2 months. So I think I've done quite well there. Here we go. You can definitely see this is the favorite shade by far. It is the bronzer that I'm wearing on my face today. I've really loved this. If you guys have been on my channel before, you will know anything The Lion King, I gotta have it. I absolutely love The Lion King. Stick a lion on it, I'll buy it. I'm a simple gal. This has lost some weight, quite a lot of weight actually. I'm quite proud of this. Last month it weighed 155.78 grams, and this month it weighs 155.67 grams, meaning we lost a total of 0.11 grams, which is pretty good. I'm happy with that. I'm glad that I've got to know it. I'm glad that I've played around with it. It does look used now. It doesn't look brand new. So yeah, I'm happy about that. And finally, oh my God, I feel like I'm losing my voice because this project has had so many products in it. This was, shocker, the Joker. The Joker. I've had the Joker twice now, I think, in this project, which I know a few people have commented and said they've had it like 3 or 4 times. I pray for you. I'm not religious, but I pray for you. If you get the Joker, that means, are you joking me? It is a product you really don't want to pan. So I rolled in a black eyeshadow and my goal was 50 uses. When I rolled this in, I did forget that the project was ending soon, so I probably shouldn't have put 50 use goal on it. And you're seeing what it looked like last month. We did have a massive pan on this. I do use a black eyeshadow pretty regularly. I like my dramatic eye looks, so I like starting with a black. And this is what it looks like today. Now, don't get excited, okay? I have not finished this. This decided that it was gonna smash all over my single eyeshadow palette, and it pretty much ruined everything. I spent a very long time trying to clean that because, trust me, getting a black eyeshadow out of all of my single shadows is a task. I think you can see a ring in here, and that is where the product was. Yeah, whoops. I knew I should have repressed this again. I knew, because it was so crumbly, it was so thin, and I just didn't. I procrastinated it, and then the makeup gods decided for me that this was going to ruin everything. To be honest, I'm kind of glad that it did. I'm not gonna lie, because I have so many black eyeshadows in my collection that, like, I don't need this. I was gonna try and salvage what was left, but honestly, it was just everywhere. So I thought, no, I'm not gonna do that. So shockingly, we've lost quite a lot of weight because it decided to explode everywhere. Last month we weighed 2 grams exactly, and this month we weigh 1.39 grams, meaning we lost 0.61 grams. Definitely all due to usage and me using it a lot and focusing on it very hard. Yes, 100%. So that is all the products that have been in this project this month. I've had a lot of plus ones, okay? I think I started with 5 products and it just grew throughout the year, which is kind of mad. I am quite excited for a month off. If you guys have seen a few of my project pans this month, you will know that I'm taking a month off of quite a lot of my projects just to chill out a little bit. I've been project panning for quite a few years now. I want to get to know my collection again. There are a lot of things in my drawers that have not been touched this year, so I just want to give those a chance to be loved. And yeah, I will be picking up a lot of my project pans in January of 2024, which is disgusting to say. It really is. It's really gross. So thank you again, Emily, for this amazing project. It will be returning next year, like I said. This is the first year that I've been doing it, but it has been going on for a few years. And yeah, it's just been a really, really fun time. And hopefully we get better luck with this project next year. Because if it hates me again for another year, I think I might cry. Let me know if you have been doing this project this year. Let me know if you're going to be doing it next year as well. I would love to check you guys out. Don't forget, like and subscribe. And if anything is taking your fancy in this video, definitely check in the description box. Those links will be affiliate links. So if you do shop using my links, thank you so much. It really does mean the world to me. It just means I get a small commission from your sale with no extra expense to you guys. So it really helps the channel out, especially now at Christmas. Thank you so much. So this is where I'm gonna love you and leave you guys. Have an incredible day. Don't forget, Vlogmas is still happening. I am uploading every single day this month. I hope you are enjoying it, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.